Baltimore City, a city that's been impacted by years of hypersegregation, which is at the root of many of the issues that are seen in the city. This is a city that's been impacted by violence and has had limited resources to heal from that trauma. When looking at the homicide, shooting, and assault rates in Baltimore, there have been over 5,000 violent crimes this year, with roughly 10% coming from the Western District.
And some years later, we all would know the tragic, untimely death of Freddie Gray would hit Baltimore. And it was through that experience that the moms realized that the demand for their volunteerism far exceeded the supply that they had. And so it would be best to make this a formal organization and look to Cornelius to lead that paperwork. A big portion of what FSN does or is able to do is hold space for people who need it immediately, right? And so that may be some of the language, we may call it drop-in, we may call it triage, we may call it crisis intervention, right? Or just meeting people where they are. But that's really what it was.
Violent crimes not only impact the people that were involved, but impact the families, friends, and the community. In the midst of the violence and trauma Baltimore City was facing, there was need for healing to occur. Family Survivor Network started in 2015 in order to create a healing network for individuals impacted by violence. Over this past year, we've been able to partner with FSN through the Give Fellowship. Through collaboration and growing with FSN, we got to work on how we could help FSN continue to be the place where people can be together. We posed the following question in order to kick off our work with FSN. How can we enhance being together through strategic collaboration and meaningful partnerships while building a holistically sustainable organization? One of the main areas for action to be taken was to give FSN the support they needed and the resources to grow a sustainable board. Through the fellowship, we were welcomed with open arms into their family house. We were given gifts from their summer camp and truly felt the togetherness FSN provided to the community.
Freddie drinks tea, but we don't talk about what tea does for us. And so she made you a tea that she generally serves here and gives out. We have some fresh blend tea. We again are right about grounding out.
Through conducting interviews and focus groups, it was clear that the individuals were drawn to FSN because of the gaps they filled for their community. Their focus on alternative healing methods connects with the individuals, and the passion we heard from Dorian was unmatched. After understanding the passion, we worked to undertake actions to help Family Survivor Network become the place where people can be together and heal as a community. Narrowing our focus to the board has allowed us to provide recommendations to FSN as well as build out deliverables that will help them continue this work as the fellowship comes to an end. Board recruitment and expectation guidelines will help FSN continue to move forward with their vision.
I think what excites me most is really the culture, the synergy. I think the vision, so that everybody can get it. I think that feeds the soul, and it's ultimately why people continue to come back. And I'm excited to see how that grows in terms of membership, right? Like if we can serve 105 to 150 people annually, right, a year, right? That's roughly a 25% of the largest city's violence population, right? Like, just imagine what that looks like. And ultimately, I would like to see us dissolve, right? Like, that's what we're in the business of doing, right? But ultimately, just imagine what that would look like once these 105 tell another 105. That's Charm City. That's the greatest city in America.
If you're interested in helping with FSN's vision, visit www.fsnwork.org or reach out to involved@fsnwork.org. Healing is happening here.